Elvis may be royal, but every family has their little disputes. When Pippa Middleton married James Matthews in May 2017, Prince George was just under 4 years old, a moment of tension between Catherine and Prince George. After the lavish ceremony, it looked like it all got a bit too much for the young prince as he appeared to throw a royal tantrum. Prince George stepping on the train of his aunt's dress. The mischievous 3-year-old was probably just looking for a way to amuse himself. However, when his tantrum threatened to continue, Kate was seen giving him a public telling off. She was seen leaning down to talk to her son and could be seen sternly pointing her finger as she reprimanded him. Prince George broke down in tears following the main event at St. Mark's in Englefield, Berkshire. However, thankfully the young prince soon appeared to forget his tantrum, and Kate was spotted comforting him. It's not the first time he's had a wobble in public. Back in July 2015, in Charlotte's christening at the Church of St. Mary Magdalene in Kings Lynn, England, all eyes were on the adorable tot who proudly held Prince William's hand while strolling up to the ceremony without a care in the world. Despite dozens of distractions from the watching public, the well-behaved pint-sized prince managed to make the short journey without stopping once. And Prince George almost lost his cool at his sister's christening. Prince George, who was in tears, before a quick pep talk from his dad, William perked him right back up again. The toddler, who turns 2 this year, looked a dab hand at entertaining crowds, as he raised his hand to salute them like a pro. On July 2016, the young prince looked adorable in navy shorts and a white t-shirt with his customary start-right shoes, as he arrived at the Royal International Air Tattoo in Gloucestershire with his parents, the Prince and Princess of Wales. The trip was the first time George, who turns 3 in 2 weeks, has joined his parents on an official engagement in the UK. However, not long after the family made their way to the show, the 2-year-old was swept up into his mother's arms after he began crying. But after a teary arrival, Prince George was soon back to his well-behaved self, as his father showed him around the helicopters and aircraft on display. Kate, wearing a blue Stella McCartney dress, black jacket and nude heels, put on a gold hairband after stepping onto the blustery airfield. She is patron of the Air Cadet Organization, which is celebrating its 75th anniversary, and met cadets who have spent the past week erecting tents for the Gloucestershire event. The Prince of Wales showed his son the inner workings of a helicopter and the cockpit of a Red Arrow Hawk, as the family enjoyed a trip to the Royal International Air Tattoo at IAF Fairford. William served with the IAF Search and Rescue Force from 2010 to 2013, based at IAF Valley in Anglesey. On April 2014, Prince and Princess of Wales's Little Prince bids farewell as royal tour of Australia comes to an end. Wrapped in his mother's arms as she and the prince gave their own farewell waves, Prince George squirmed about as they stood at the top of their aircraft steps. The 9-month-old future king looked pleasantly disgruntled as the royal couple gave Australians their last glimpse of their cute son before flying back to London. But first there were those farewells to be completed, although all eyes were once again on baby George. Prince George of Wales is seen crying in Catherine, Princess of Wales' arms as they depart from Fairbairn Defence Base. The little prince was dressed in a red cardigan, white shirt, red and white pinstripe shorts, white socks and black shoes. His mother, as ever, was equally well dressed in a neat grey Michael Kors coat dress which she teamed with an elegant pair of black court shoes. The royal couple and baby were flying to Sydney on board an Australian Royal Air Force jet before they were due to fly on to the UK. They boarded the plane but waited on the tarmac for more than 10 minutes before the plane took off at 2 p.m. The prince said he wasn't looking forward to the long flight with George, who tended to be a bit grumpy on planes.